Hey, what's up guys, Cinema Minotaur here, and yes, people have been asking me to talk about this here a little over a week ago. If you do not know, there was a pretty big situation that happened with Party Royale, and it just happened again just recently a few days ago while I'm recording this video. Now, I gotta give context to what I'm about to talk about here in this video here. So, yes, it's another Party Royale video. Yes, I'm gonna rant a little bit about it. So, expect that in this video, because I know people are getting sick and tired of me talking about it, but guess what? I'm going to keep talking about it, especially when something like this happens. I'm gonna speak about it, and since so many of you lovely people have been asking for me to talk about it here on this channel, let's talk about it. As you all know, I haven't had a really big, good relationship with Party Royale. As you know, I used to make Party Royale content back, well, when it was good, and nowadays, if you go into the game mode, it is an absolute disaster. It's not even updated anymore, and it's just a complete cesspool of people either e-dating, people being toxic, or we have the flexers who are flexing rare item shop cosmetics or just cosmetics in general that not a soul cares about. Well, on June 13th, on the most recent update, one of the most recent updates, I believe it was the 30.10 update, Party Royale was actually temporarily disabled. I'm not kidding. Here's the proof right here that it was disabled. This was from Fortnite status. They did say that they would return within a future release, which was pretty exciting to hear, even though I was very hesitant about it. As you all know, I did make a video recently, not really recently, but like a few months ago, talking about how to make Party Royale good again. And I was honestly thinking, with this messaging and how they worded it here, could this mean that they're actually going to revamp and make the game mode good again? Because I think a lot of people have been asking for that. People have been asking for this game mode to go back to what it was, and that was an updated game mode, and maybe even at that, add in some new stuff into there. I gave out some suggestions in the video if you want to go check it out, top right hand corner. Well, turns out that was the complete opposite, because on June 24th, 2024, Party Royale was re-enabled out of nowhere. And by the way, for anyone who's going to ask, we have no idea why this game mode got disabled. We have no idea. Now, again, this has happened in the past. I have said this before in the channel that it has been disabled a few times before in the past, so this isn't anything new, but the way that they worded it on June 13th was just very odd, considering that it may have sounded like they were going to revamp the game mode a little bit, maybe give out a few little updates, maybe add back phone booths. That would have been a good idea, but nope, it was the complete opposite. They did absolutely nothing to this game mode. Matter of fact, it's actually really buggy at the moment. Currently, the rendering in this game mode it looks like a PS2 game. I'm not even kidding, with rocks and some trees not even loading in properly. The freaking news tab is broken on the top left-hand corner when you even select Party Royale in the lobby. I wish I was kidding. And that was pretty much all they did. They didn't really do anything other than to make the game mode more buggy, which was really strange that they even did that. And a lot of people were pissed off. When this was re-added back to the game, so many people were mad. I'm gonna throw a few of my personal favorite tweets on here underneath the post of them saying that this was re-enabled. You have people like iTalk saying that there was zero excuse to bring back Party Royale, which that is very true. You even have FN Assist even giving out their own opinions about this whole situation. It makes zero sense as of why they're keeping in this game mode when they're not even going to update it. I'll throw a few more on here. People are saying L, Y, keep it gone. Please delete Party Royale entirely. There are literally huge security risks. I'm not kidding when I say this. I haven't talked about it on this channel here, but yes, apparently I've heard reports. This is apparently from this person here, so I'm going to read it off here as well, because I've heard the same thing as well, that people can pull personal information from just playing Party Royale. I don't know if that's true. Just for those who may have seen this happen, please let me know, because I don't know if that's true, but honestly at this point I wouldn't be surprised. Considering that the fan base in Party Royale is an absolute disaster, it makes more sense for this to even be real, in my opinion, because it doesn't even surprise me at this point that Party Royale is being treated in this type of situation, to where people have been asking for this game mode to be removed, but yet Epic is not doing it, and it's really strange. Why? Is it because you'll upset the 10s and 20s of people who still go in there? You know, the lobbies that are barely even alive anymore, to where we have just a couple thousand players even being in here, which I know people are gonna say, oh, that's a lot of players, considering the fact that Team Rumble has more concurrent players than this pile of shit. Then I don't know what else to tell you, man. And again, so many people are so mad about this, because just why bring it back when you're not going to do anything to it? What's the point of this? It generally makes no sense as of why they're putting Party Royale in the situation to where we as a community can know and honestly say that they can make it better, but it seems like they are just going against that wording. Epic, somebody, whoever the hell is listening, I'm going to say this again here. Please, if you're going to keep in Party Royale, which it seems like they're going to, even though it's completely outdated, either update the game mode to make it better or actually disable it forever, because I don't think anybody would really be upset if this game mode got removed, other than people who play this game mode casually and possibly content creators, which those are probably going to be the small groups in that community that will get affected the most here. And I gotta be honest with you here, as somebody who used to make Party Royale content, I honestly could have saw this coming a long time ago. I really hope at some point that they actually do remove this, or in this case actually make it better, because if they're still planning on keeping in this game mode, make it better instead of just making it actively worse and or just not doing anything to it, because at this point everybody who is complaining about Party Royale, including myself, at this point is beating a dead corpse. I don't want to keep beating the dead corpse, but people, you all have been asking for me to make a video talking about this here. This is an absolute shit show that this even happened and that they actually kept in this game mode without doing anything. That's the worst part about it. It really does show where their priorities are at. It really does, because if they're not listening to the Fortnite community in this kind of context, what do you think they're even gonna do with this game mode? Is it just gonna die off entirely until they actually realize that the player base is so low that they're actually going to like fully remove it from the files? Because again, I generally think they should, or in this case, you know, as I've said multiple times in this video, revamp it instead of keeping it the exact same way and adding more bugs onto the ongoing issues that are already happening in Party Royale. That also includes the community. Like, it's insane to me. I really hope at some point Epic actually does fix this game mode, or in this case just get rid of it, because what the hell was this, Epic? This was just utterly embarrassing that they even decided to keep in this game mode, because I've even seen people who are making content like pretty mad over this, just feel like, what? They didn't do anything to this game mode at all? Like, what? That makes absolutely no sense. Again, I am saying this from somebody who loved Party Royale back in the day, who actually has been going in there as of recently. I won't lie when I say that to you. The only reason why I've been going into Party Royale as of late is for me to check out cosmetics, which I get. That is the only reason to why I go in there. Other than that, I stay away from it. But to see where the current game mode is when it comes to the community, it has not changed. It's honestly gotten worse. Like literally, as I've just said earlier in the video, people are apparently stealing personal information now in that game mode, so now that's a security risk. Like that's honestly really crazy for me to even say that here. And obviously when it comes to like the other players in there, like the e-daters being in there, the account people in there, like flexing more than 2 accounts, I literally ran across one just recently and it was extremely embarrassing. They were only using the "it's complicated" emote, by the way, which was not really rare anymore considering you can get a code for it. And obviously you have like the freaking toxic players using crash pads, quad crashers. Like, it's an absolute disaster. Epic, either remove this game mode, or if you're going to keep it in, make it better, because you are going actively against what people have been saying about the whole entire situation with Party Royale, because this recent thing that came out was an absolute joke in my opinion, and is another L for Party Royale. I did not mean to rhyme there, but ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, AKMax account. Socials are all on screen. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.